Hi guys, this is Darren Carter with Fbso Group of Remax One. Here to talk to you a little bit about the pros and cons of going Fbso and why you should absolutely not do it. Recently, I've seen with the market being hot as it is and there being low inventory, a lot of sellers looking to save money by selling their house on their own. I'm here to tell you why you shouldn't sell it on your own and why you absolutely should hire a real estate professional. So a lot of sellers think they're saving money by not paying a real estate agent because you know in Maryland you pay the listing agent and you pay the buyer's agent. So when people go to sell their house, they look at that upfront cost and they say they could probably save some money by selling it on their own. So the number one reason why you shouldn't sell your house on your own is a lower sales price. Contrary to that belief, you end up selling it for a lower sales price. Therefore, the money that you think you're saving in commission, in reality, if you were to work with an agent, you could increase your sales price. Chances are, if you decide to sell on your own, you're going to end up paying a buyer's agent anyway. So that agent is not there to represent you. They're solely there to get a good deal for their buyer and you are paying them. So a lot of times it's better to just spend the extra money and have someone negotiate on your behalf. Therefore, you can get a higher purchase price and navigate through the whole process less. Point number two is it's a slower sale. The reason why it's a slower sale is lack of exposure on the market. 90% of buyers shop for homes online. I'm sure even you do. You probably scroll through your phone for Zillow or Redfin links to homes that you're interested in. When you go for sale by owner, a lot of times you don't have the expertise or the marketability to kind of broadcast that across multiple platforms. You also have to keep your listing up to date and fresh in the eyes of buyers, so it's always on the top of mind when they're home searching. A lot of us in the industry are trained to do this. We just develop marketing strategies. In short, as a seller, you don't have the tools or the knowledge really to keep your listing up to date and on the top of mind. Another reason why you may not want to go for sale by owner is it's a more grueling process for you. It's a little bit more of a difficult transaction. You're at the mercy of a buyer who's working with the agent. They're knowledgeable, they know what to negotiate on, they know what to come at you with, where you're just unrepresented and kind of going off of their request and trying to negotiate on your own behalf. Like I touched on before, if you are selling your house on your own and you're not represented, this buyer agent who's going to come at you with multiple requests, trying to get you to give seller contribution, for example, or get you to lower the purchase price, all these things you could have possibly avoided by hiring an agent. Reason number four, there are way too many negotiations. During the process, you're going to run into things like home inspections, appraisals, buyers who want closing help, buyers who want certain items in the property included in the sale that you may not be willing to let go. Oftentimes, buyers are either going to be represented by an attorney or they're going to be represented by an agent. They're well knowledge in the forms and the contracts. So just because you are not, it doesn't make you exempt from knowing the process. You still have to be knowledgeable. You still have to know what to disclose, what to disclaim. There's a lot of intricate details in the selling process that without an agent there to hold your hand and kind of guide you through, a good experienced agent will know what's worth fighting for and what's worth just letting the buyer get their way with. Sometimes to keep the process going, you may have to kind of take a step back, let go of some of that pride and say, hey, this is worth keeping, this is worth letting the buyer have, just to keep the deal going. In either instance, you're going to need some type of expert guide. And the fifth reason, we kind of talked about it already, is not enough exposure. If you're listing for sale by owner, you can't be on the MLS, so our multiple listing service. Therefore, all the agents with qualified buyers won't be able to see your property unless they happen to stumble across it on Zillow. Oftentimes, these people are already working with agents and having new listings come to their inbox, their email, or via text. So if you're not up to date on your marketing or spending those advertising dollars to get your listing out there, the chances of exposure drop, the days on market increases, the chances of getting a full price offer decreases as well. And when you're dealing with buyers and they're unrepresented or you have no way of screening them, it's kind of hard for you as a seller to determine who's a serious buyer and who's just taking up your afternoon and letting a total stranger walk through your house. Whereas if you're working with the agent, you're more qualified to vet potential buyers on which ones are serious buyers and which ones are there just to look at your property because the pictures look cool. When you work with us, we're all about online marketing. So we make sure that your listing gets out there to Trulia, Zillow, Redfin, including our MLS, our Facebook page. We're real big on social media advertising as well. So if you're not using an experienced agent to really help you broadcast your listing out there to the public, you're not saying that any one of you are not totally capable of selling your home on your own. What I am saying, it's a very difficult process that can result in a lower net from sale, higher stress. So really what I want you guys to do is when you think think about putting your home on the market, I know it's enticing to save a little bit of money in the long run. You're thinking, okay, I'm not gonna have to pay this commission, but I'm trying to tell you, for your best interest, and I really only care about getting your objective accomplished, give us a call, let someone from our team communicate with you. Give me a call, let's have a sit down, we'll figure out which strategy works best for you, and we'll explain a little bit more about why we get our listings sold. Thank you guys, have a good day.